Yes, hello. Alright, hey Reaper. You have to use your alt account today? Why can't you use your original account? You know, the one that I made VIP. Literally yesterday. Do you forget the log on or something? Is your account lost of space and time? Because you gotta find your phone to sign into your account on your new computer. Why do you not know where your phone is? Hold on. Yes, I know Discord is using my camera. Allow. Alright. Okay, maybe you got grounded, but whatever. How the hell did you get grounded? Oh, you guys getting some dog butt today? Alright. Doki Doki. Boy, you've been waiting all day for this? You've been waiting for Bubblegum love? I got caught on my phone at 4 in the morning. Yeah, that'd probably do it. Doki Doki. Alright. So, let me know about the sound quality. It shouldn't have changed, but for all I know it has. And actually, I'm going to adjust something real quick. I'm going to adjust one of my filters. Be good? Alright. I'm going to adjust one of my filters real quick. Let me know if that sounds better or worse. Bear my microphone. What happened yesterday? More or less, we trying to get into Natsuki's pants, and we think she's a Neko girl. So, there's that. Let me know if my mic... You have proof she is? Yes. Oop, ignore that. Trying to get to my stream manager. Okay. Okay, not the answer I was expecting. I was talking about the router. Oh, yes, oh, boy. So, more or less, what is it? More or less, it was my computer. And I just restarted my computer and everything's fine. There's another update for OBS today for stream elements, and it seems to be working just fine. So, as far as I'm aware, everything's working just dandy. I have to do this. Okay. Alright. How am I sitting at... Was I just not sitting at 53 followers just a little bit earlier? Did something happen? Why the hell didn't you do that before? Do what before? Restart my computer? Because I didn't know that was a thing that I needed to do. By the way, did my mic quality drop or get better when I did that filter thing, or did it not change at all? Restart my computer because I didn't know it was a thing I needed to do until I did it. Alright, 10 years ago. Natsuki, I've been thinking. Yes, Mama? What would you think if we took a trip to the beach today? Ah, I'd love to go to the beach, Mama. Now. I don't think your mother is up for it today, Natsuki. Oh, but Papa, I want to play in the sand and go swimming in the water. Please, Mama, can we go? Of course, dear. Go get your swimsuit. Yay! Natsuki. Oh, she's already run off. Dear, you know you need a rest. Remember what the doctor said. The doctor said I have a few months at best. She totally has cancer. If I don't exert myself, I might be able to add a few months or so to that. But I don't want Natsuki to remember me as bedridden and invalid in my last days. I want her to have happy memories of me. Let her have this. Oh. You're having another spell. Sit down and breathe slowly. COVID. COVID. Really? Okay. I've got it, thank you. I don't want to lose you. My darling. You can't stop this from happening. Hold up. What are we holding up for? Hold up. COVID. All you can do is love me for the time we have left. And love our daughter for both of us while I'm gone. Well, I'm gone, yeah, not while I'm gone. When I'm gone. I don't know if I can handle living without you. Shh. I love you, Aiko. I love you, Haruka. Yeah, it was totally obvious it was Haruka. The lunch bell rings and I gather my stuffs together. As I put my books into my bag, I notice Natsuki's manga from the bookstore. She told me to give it to her today at school. I figure she'll be at literature club meeting, but I thought I'd see her if I could try. Well then, that was depressing. Of course it's depressing, it's Doki Doki, what do you expect? I figured she'd be at the literature club meeting, but I thought I'd see if I could try to find her before then. Now seems as good a time as any. I wander around the cafeteria looking for Natsuki. I've never seen her here before during lunch period, but I've also never really looked for her. I look around for a bit, but I'm not really having any luck. After a while, I give up and get in line to order some sweet rolls. I decide to head down to one of the less populated halls to eat in peace. This might also be a good time to look over my poem to make sure it's ready for a club meeting. However, something catches my eye as I sit down to eat. Natsuki? I catch a glimpse of Natsuki disappearing around the corner into another hallway. I decide to catch up to her. Hey Natsuki, wait up. I stand up and walk in the direction I saw her going. But as I turn the corner, huh? Where'd she go? Natsuki should have been right here, but I don't see her anywhere. I checked around a bit confused. That's when I noticed one of the doors in the hallway is slightly ajar. Oh, is this gonna be K, like, being an asshole? He grabbed her and pulled her into a classroom or something? Intrigued, I pull it open. Inside is a ladder. I've already come this far, so I figure I might as well climb it to see where it leads. After a short ascent, I find myself in front of a door. I realize that this door leads to the roof. Honestly, the roof access... Okay, so it's not what I thought it was going to be. Honestly, the roof access door should be locked, but security tends to be kind of lax around here. I open the door and step out onto the roof. The roof was closed off to students a little while ago. It used to be sort of a break area, but... Oh, look at, we got some doggy movement. Hold on. Let me adjust this up a little bit. Oop. There we go. We have some doggy movement on the dog ham. But parts of it had fallen into disrepair. Sure enough, a portion of the fence on the area to the right of the door has fallen down. I'm struck by how windy it is out here. There's an almost constant stream of light wind that picks up every so often. Despite that, it was very quiet up here. I also never realized just how high our school building is. I can see most of the town sprawling out below. After taking a look, I turn my head and notice Natsuki is up here as well. She's facing with me, her arms folded. Hello, Crispy. Hello, Crispy. How are you today? I can't see her face, but I can tell from her body language that she is deep in thought. I almost wonder if I should just leave her be, but I'm curious as to why she's up here by herself. Besides, I need to get her manga to her. I call out to her. Natsuki. She is visibly startled and quickly turns around. Jay? Whoa, what the fuck was that look? I just noticed that the change of the image just that 1 second. Oh my god. How did you find me here? I saw you disappear around the corner and found the door. Oh. She folds her arms and looks away, as if she's unsure what to say. There's a moment of silence, accentuated by a gust of wind that blows by us. I figure I need to say something. You're a VIP. Yes, you are a VIP. I got the ability to tag VIPs because I hit 50 followers. So people who started watching like my Fallout New Vegas and stuff like that, I've tagged as VIPs. So you and Chips are VIPs. Even though I haven't seen Chips in quite a while. But yeah. Reaper is one, Lime, Schmabes, Devil and Blaze, and yeah. Yay. Yes. I figure I need to say something. No problem, man. I mean, you've been around since what? Was it Fallout 3 or like the beginning of Fallout New Vegas? I figure I need to say something. I brought your manga from last night. Oh, thank you. She still seems like she doesn't know what to say. Fallout 3? Yeah. I know Chips is Fallout 3, or yeah, Chips is Fallout 3. I don't remember what Crispy. I think Crispy is Fallout New Vegas. Yeah. She's almost acting nervous. So, do you come up here often? Natsuki shifts her weight slightly. Not all the time. Freedom, what are you doing? What are you doing, Freedom? You trying to get under the blanket? Is it too bright in here? Okay, let me get the blanket over you. Ooh. There we go. Nope, come on. Come on. There we go. Pups are under the blanket now. They wanted to get under the blanket. You're a legend. Who's a legend? Oh god. You know, out of all the emotes that there are, you know there's like 30 different emotes, right? Not all the time. I incidentally found my way up here when I was having a bad day once. Oh god, it's just gonna be a bunch of licking emotes now. Don't lick the... You know, I said bubblegum love, but that doesn't mean you're supposed to lick the bubblegum. Especially, you know, her. Fine, we'll change it. Oh no. God damn it. Remember Pug Lick? Yeah, Lick equals liquor. Great. Ever since then, I came up here whenever I need to be alone. I mean, Literature Club is awesome and all, but I never did hear if it sounds better with that filter turned down or not. Here, I'm gonna lower the filter a little bit more. Let me know if it sounds better or worse, okay? Okay, so I reduced the filter down. Let me know if that sounds better or worse to everyone. I mean, Literature Club is awesome and all, but it's just hard sometimes. Chips. Does this count as zoophilia? Anyways, it's just hard sometimes. There's a lot going on at home, then people at school are jerks. Sometimes I just need me time, you know? Yeah, I hear that. Like, let me know if the my microphone sounds better or worse with what I changed. Yeah, I hear that. I reach into my bag and pull out the volume of manga she bought last night. Your mic sounds better? Okay. The chat is quite fucked right now. Yes, it is. Welcome to my chat. It's the second most cursed chat on Twitch next to Pokemains. Isn't that a claim to fame? You know, The only Twitch chat that's more fucked up than mine is Pokemains. Okay. I reach into my bag and pull out the volume of manga she bought last night. Here's this. Oh, thanks. Natsuki takes the volume from me. She reaches into her pocket and pulls out a bookmark. I notice it's the Parfait Girl one I gave her yesterday. I mean, you're not wrong. You know, yeah. She sticks in the front cover of a manga and then looks at me and smiles. I'll leave it there so I can use it when I start reading. Isn't that just a smile you want to protect? Yeah, we can't get worse than Pokemon because we're not going to simp over you. I hope you don't simp over me. I will start questioning you very much if you start simping over me. I actually do have a simp emote too. Oh boy. I smile back at her. Glad to see you're getting some use out of that. Mostly meant for when I start simping over something, but I mean, universal usage. Well, yeah, well, it helps me find my place. I use it as toilet paper, sorry Natsuki. Oh no. Yeah, well, it helped me find my place. That's exactly what you get out of an anime. Like, some, like, generic harem anime is they accidentally use the book, like, the manga page as toilet paper by complete accident or something. I totally could see that. Yeah, well, it helps me find my place. Yeah, we stand silence for a moment. The wind picks up again and catches Natsuki's pigtails. That's not really pigtails, I swear. There it is. I swear, she's hiding Neko ears behind those little pigtails. A few strands of hair below in front of her eyes. She's looking intently at me, never once breaking her gaze. I'll just head on out so you can have time to yourself. I turn to leave, but, I mean, then fly away. She's actually bald. Oh my god. Johnny. No. No, Johnny. Oh. That would be a fucking twist, though. I mean, I said I like to be alone up here, but there's no reason we can't be alone together. I chuckle at that statement. Well, if you insist. I mean, I'll never turn down the opportunity to spend time with a cute girl like you. Ascend to the stars. No. No ascension. She seems to prickle at that statement. Don't. She gets mad for a moment but catches herself. She closes her eyes and lets out a breath. Please don't call me cute. How about adorable? How about a bitch? I don't like it. Oh, alright. I'm sorry. It's okay, I suppose I should actually tell people that more often. She looks away and blushes slightly. You could call me pretty if you like. Oh? Sure thing, pretty if you like. Is that a fucking dad joke in this Doki Doki mod? Oh my god. Oh no. God damn it. She looks confused for a moment. You just ruined it. Then she slaps Jay. No, she's like, impregnate me now. Then the realization hits her. She bursts out laughing. She laughs at the dad joke. You dork. She playfully shoves me as I laugh with her. We sit down and eat lunch together on the rooftop. Spaghetti sauce! Yes. Natsuki, I really need to start making that emote. I need to finish making the spray bottle emote and then make the spaghetti sauce emote. Natsuki does most of the talking as she gives her opinion on various manga series mixed in with a little bit of school gossip. I honestly didn't expect to see her so talkative. She's much more easygoing when she's comfortable, as most people are. I honestly wish she was more like this more often. As lunch period nears its end, we head down the ladder to get back to the main part of the building. While we are walking, Natsuki starts quizzing me about the new manga she just bought. Then a massive gust of wind blows us off the roof, we die. Game over. Wasn't well, you know, I like Josh's ending right there. You can imagine being in high school eating on the roof, like, bro. Dude, I've never done that. Like, the closest I've done to that is sitting on a floor and eating away from any tables. That's mostly because we were a weird group and there wasn't enough lunch tables, so how come humanity has such a hard time fighting these giants anyways? Can't they just use planes and tanks and stuff? You want to do that? I wouldn't. I have a fear of heights, man. It sounds like a terrible time. I actually don't know the manga, I just looked it up. Just Google. They're talking about Attack on Titan, though. Well, humanity seems to have regressed as far as technology. They still have larger cannons, but no more planes and tanks. So they use cannons to fight the giants. Yes, but they aren't very effective. Instead, they use these special packs they have called grappling cords in them. They can zip around and use swords to cut the weak spot on the back of the giant's neck. Why don't they just put razors or something on the cannonballs? Because the series is really about a study about the world best and worst of humanity. Things like that don't really matter. It sounds like an excuse to have a cool aerial sword fight scenes. That is true too. A study about the best and worst of humanity, Natsuki. She laughs triumphantly. I'm just about to offer her a retort when I suddenly hear a familiar voice singing in the hallway. Bro, I have zero fear of heights. I've been wanting to go. Oh no. Reaper, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. There is... Like, I am terrified of heights. Like, I cannot climb ladders. I cannot... no. Because the thing about heights is that if you fall, you would bungee jump in a heartbeat. Yeah, I am very much a ground species. Like, I have zero, like, just, nah. I'm about to offer a retort when I suddenly hear a familiar voice. My sunshine, my only sunshine. Oh. You're only afraid of heights if I know there's a possibility of my fall, but if I know I'm safe, I'm fine. There is no knowing if you're safe with a fall until you're actually going back up, or you've landed. But if you land at a fast speed, you're probably not going to get back up. Jay, Natsuki. Will you fucking? She glances back and forth between Natsuki and myself. She looks confused but quickly puts on a happy face. So, you two must have spent lunch together. Yeah, I ran into Natsuki at the bookstore yesterday and she needed me to bring her some manga she bought. Thanks again for that, by the way. Oh, so you two are spending a lot of time together then? Sayori, it's not what it seems like. That's great. For some reason that doesn't sound too sincere. I'm glad you're making new friends, Jay. That's why I wanted you to join the literature club. Anyway, I need to get going. See you both after school. Sayori skips off down the hall and Natsuki and I head off to our respective classes. No, we were fucking in the other room. I mean, I'm pretty sure Natsuki probably doesn't weigh that much. Probably just could pick her up. As I walked away, I can make out Sayori singing to herself from down the hallway. My sunshine, my only sunshine. Okay. There's a touch of sadness to her voice this time. I can't quite put my finger on why. I wonder why. But for some reason, the way Sayori was acting makes me uneasy. Oh no, are we still gonna get the Sayori scene? Are we gonna get that Sayori scene still? Oh no. Please no. The rest of the day drags on and I finally find myself at the literature club. I wonder. We better not. Nuh-uh. Maybe. I find myself at the literature club meeting. This is quickly becoming the part of the day I look forward to the most. If we do, I'm in following. PTSD kicking in. Okay, also, thank you Twitch for making me look super suspicious by that fucking thumbnail. For your unfollowing? Oh, okay. Well, it's not... Okay. Like, really? Out of all the images Twitch could have picked for the thumbnail, it picked that one. I also do enjoy how that video has more views than the other part, the 50-minute part. So there's 2 segments, and the second one has more views. People. I entered the club expecting to greet everyone normally, as well as receive another rib-breaking hug from Sayori. But something is off today. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner by herself, kind of moping. I've never seen her like this before. I try to talk to her, but she insists nothing is wrong. I'm not so sure. I discussed the matter with Yuri. She talked about how I'm trying to share Sayori's burden with her. I suppose that is true. Now I'm looking Sayori's way again. This is a lot of telling and not showing. Monica has gone over to talk to her, but I can't hear what they are saying. I admit, I'm trying to listen into their conversation. When suddenly, bonk! Natsuki slaps me on the head with her volume of manga. Hey, wake up, dummy. You got some parfait girls to read. I like your cut, G. God damn it. Right, sorry. Oh no. First Sayori comes in all gloomy and now you're acting up. Seriously, what is with you two? I don't know. I guess I just hate seeing Sayori unhappy. You die instantly. Things just don't seem right when she isn't smiling. Jay, Sayori isn't always smiling. Huh? Look, I know you've been with her longer than any of us, but there are some things about her that I think you don't understand. Sayori puts on a strong face, but do you really think she's always bouncing happy at home? MC, she's depressed as you dense fuck. Yes. Yes, that is true. Well, I guess I never thought about it. I don't know what she's going through, but sometimes the face she puts on is the one she thinks people want to see. She could be hurting on the inside, but she doesn't want anyone to know that. I guess I never thought about it that way. How do you know this, Natsuki? Has she told you anything? Well, no. I just... you know. Natsuki crosses her arms and looks away. I can tell she's thinking, like she's trying to decide how much to share with me. People like Sayori and me, we need to make our own strength, you know? That is literally it, Reaper. Good on that, man. You have some type of precognitive ability or something, don't you? We don't have anywhere else to draw from. She looks at me sadly. There's a lot of weight to those words. Natsuki, you can tell me what's going on. She looks away again. I get the impression that she's thinking about what she wants to say. It's called massive, big, wrinkly brain. And you probably have the... never mind. I get the impression she's thinking about what she wants to say. What's going on is there's a volume of Parfait Girls that isn't being read and we need to do something about that. You call me stupid, Reaper, because if so, you'd be right. You started to finish it? No, I'm okay. I shake my head. Alright, Natsuki. I really want to understand what's going on with her, but she seems hesitant to let me in. I guess I just need to be patient. We read some more Parfait Girls until Monica calls us over to read poems. I really think I'm getting better at this poem writing thing. However, I'm really interested to see if I can get some more out of Sayori about what's bothering her. Natsuki is unusually quiet today. She isn't really looking right at me and is fidgeting with her hands. I'm not quite sure what to do. So, how about those poems, eh? Oh, right. Sorry, I was thinking about something. Here, here's my poem for the day. Natsuki slowly hands over a piece of paper with her poem on it. However, just as I'm about to start reading it, she quickly snatches it out of my hand. No, not that one. I wrote a different one for you. Oh. I feel like I should set up the glorious success skeleton from Hell Taker so I can turn that on when I get a glorious success. in this. I mean, so you could study it, of course. You know, since you're learning and all. I mean, it isn't my best or anything, it's just something I wrote out quickly. Not specifically for you or anything. Bullshit. Can I get, bullshit in chat? You'd probably think it was stupid. Bullshit, yeah. So never mind, sorry I brought it up. Whoa, slow down there, Natsuki. If you wrote it, I'm sure it's great. Let me take a look at it. She hesitates as she continues to clutch the paper. Charisma check failed. We'll get them next time. Alright, here it is. Just don't say it's terrible or anything, I didn't put much thought into it. Because you. Tomorrow would be brighter with me around, but when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little bit more forward, because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout, but my truest feelings can never come out. Crispy does have a level 100 charisma. My words are a little less empty, because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars, but when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller, because you sit with me. Or you sit on me. I believe in myself with all of my heart, but what do I do when it's torn all apart? My faith is a little bit stronger because you trust me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a very good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer because you think of me. Because you. That's actually kind of a nice poem. That's a key. Just don't. I don't want to know how you feel about it. I don't want to know if you hate it or you think it's stupid. I don't think I could handle it if you did. Natsuki, that's not what I'm gonna say. I put it out there, and there it is, okay? Was that her confession? Like, was that her style of confession? Because if that is, that's actually kind of cute. Or should I say pretty? Let it just be what it is. She's unusually nervous and apprehensive. How is the dense MC going to just ignore it? Or not gonna guess it's something else? Let's see. I have a feeling she just let me see a deeper side of her. If I was gonna make a joke there about the deeper side, but I decided not to. If I didn't know any better. Thank you, Natsuki. Yeah, everyone's agreeing that's how she confessed right there? We'll see. I don't know, I don't think that's a Strato confession. I think that's her kind of probing for a confession or something. I don't know. Thank you, Natsuki, for showing me this. I really appreciate it. She glances in my direction for a moment. You're welcome. Her words are tender and soft, a far cry from her usual brash demeanor. Nugging, and I like the sign, I guess. Is that what the kids are calling it these days? Netflix and nugging? I swear, if you tell anyone about the poem all nudging, oh. Yeah, nudging, that makes more sense. Nudging in the sign, yeah, that makes sense. She's kind of, yeah, nudging and approaching the subject kind of cautiously, which is totally a legitimate strategy, you know. Test the waters and stuff. Nugging and chill. that's oh. Ah, there she is. Nugger. No. It's someone who eats chicken nuggets. That's totally a thing. Someone who eats chicken nuggets is a nugger. I wonder if Twitch's auto speech filter is gonna pick that up or not. I see this went to hell. Hey, Lex. Oh, a poem about the beach. Lex, I think you joined in the worst spot. Or have you been here the entire time? How fun. Yeah, Yuri and I talked about it and decided to pick a theme that we would both write about. You know, since we wound up doing that yesterday on our own. Just got here? Yeah, you came in at the wrong time. Oh boy. I'm so fucking funny. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I wish I was nugging and chilling. Well, I'm glad to see you two are getting along. So tell me, Natsuki, what made you two decide to write about this subject? Well, we got talking and we both found that we have fond memories of the beach from our childhood. We both spent a lot of time there with our families. I see. I guess I'm the same way. Oh, look at that. Is Monica going to reveal some of her mysterious past to us today? My past isn't really much of a mystery, Natsuki. I'm just kind of a private person. But anyways, I do in fact have fond memories of spending time with my family at the beach. Lots of beaches, as it turns out. Oh, really? You know, you can't just leave it at that, right? Well, I suppose not. My family traveled a lot when I was young. A lot of places we lived had beaches nearby. Thank you, Discord bot. We ended up spending a lot of time together on some beach or another. I guess over time I started to associate the beach with happy times spent with my family. Well, I guess like Yuri and I. Looks like it. Are we gonna go to the beach and get a beach scene? So, do you and your family still go to the beach together? Not together. Shut the fuck up, Stream Elements. Yeah, it just seems like I yell at bots all the time, and everyone yells at me 6 in the Discord. Except Lime. Lime wants all the puffs. Oh. Sounds like there's a story there. There is, but that's all you get from my past today. Perhaps another time. So, no poem today? Huh? Oh, no. I didn't get it done. Sorry. Well, okay. I guess that just gives you more time to admire mine, then. Yeah. Hey, are you okay? You seem kind of, I don't know, out of it? Oh, I'm just tired. You know, with planning the festival and all. It's taken a lot out of me. Yeah, I bet. It seems like a pretty big job. But I know you and Monica have a good plan, and we'll all work to make it a great festival for all of us. I'm really looking forward to getting together with everyone this weekend. Reaper, no! No, Reaper, no! Oh my god. Oh my god. We haven't all really hung out outside of school before. It'd be fun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. Maybe I'll write a poem to share with everyone since I don't have one today. FBI, open up! Yeah, that is worse than what you said, yes. Sure. Can't wait to read it. Speaking of which, here's my poem for today. I'll be your... You know, it's funny that I keep on calling her the Bubblegum bitch. And then she writes, you know, I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go to. Or to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with bright light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought that had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail and see you're free on my windy sail. And remember that the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that your daydreams that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought that had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Read again, but say bitch. And that's the same difference. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, okay, scrolling upwards scrolls back to chat. Okay. Okay, I did not know that. That is good to know. Oh, the beach. Yeah, it was Yuri's idea. Since we wound up writing about the same thing yesterday, we decided to pick a topic we could both write about. This is a little bit longer than I had intended. It's a little out of my comfort zone. But it's good to branch out, I guess. I hope Yuri's influence isn't rubbing off on me. I mean, if I started writing like her, it'd take forever to finish reading our poems. Yuri is secretly calling her a bitch. Possibly. I mean... Fair enough, yeah. Natsuki. Who is this about? Huh? Oh, well, no one in particular. It isn't Jay, is it? Huh? I mean, what makes you say that? She was gonna call me a dork. Well, you two were at lunch with each other today, and you both like manga. I mean, you two would make a great couple. What? Well, I mean, I am pretty great. I mean, it wouldn't be a surprise. It wouldn't surprise me if he felt that way about me. But you know, we're gonna get some tension here. It's not like I wrote this for him or anything. Oh god, the fucking tsundere line. I mean, why do you care? Oh, it's nothing, Natsuki. Just put it out of your mind. Why is it in every single one of these mods that Sayori is always just like getting shit on? But I guess, after Natsuki, there's only going to be 2 Dokis left. It's going to be Sayori and Monica, so... Sayori will get her time to shine eventually. Just put it out of your mind. Sayori gets fucked over every time. Yes. The tiny ones must fall. Lex. I'm gonna guess you're talking about their height and not anything else that's tiny. I'm glad you two are becoming friends, that's all. Oh, well, thanks. I mean, he's still a dummy. Right? Right. After the poem reading, Monica gathers us all together. I was not thinking about height. God damn it, Reaper. Everyone else seems to be pretty excited about something, but I'm totally in the dark. Monica tells us about the plans for all of us to go over to her house over the weekend to discuss planning for the festival. That sounds like a good time. I wouldn't complain about spending a day with 4 gorgeous girls. J-Man, I have a dirty mind, but somehow you got there faster than me. Yeah, that's fair enough. Unfortunately. Oh, am I not allowed to join? Is this the council that shows my demise? The council has chosen death. Actually, guys, that's all I need to talk to you about. Oh, okay. I can't have you all over this weekend. Monica wouldn't say why, but she can't have us over. The mood dampens pretty quickly. No, it's not all of the council has chosen your fate. Yes. Thank you, Johnny. I was trying to get that. But I couldn't get it. Yeah, it's gonna be no boys allowed. Everyone is really disappointed. I kind of wish there was something I could do. No, what's gonna happen is that Sayori and Yuri is gonna go, and then me and Natsuki do stuff together. Hey, wait a minute. Aren't my parents out of town this weekend? Hey guys, just a thought, but why don't we move it to my house? They all stop talking and look at me. I'm a bit surprised those words came out of my mouth. Normally, I'm too nervous to really talk to girls. I mean, I'm good for a good pickup line or two, but actual conversations? Not so much. Except you've been having a conversation with Natsuki this entire, Okay, that was a little bit weird of a line. And now here I am inviting a group of girls over to my house. Entire game. Yes, entire game has been talking to girls. After some discussion, they decided to come over one at a time throughout the weekend. Really? One at a time? That's a little... MC's horny as fuck for inviting them over. Natsuki will be coming over Sunday to bake cupcakes. After setting up a few preparations with the others, I head over to talk to her. Hey, I need to get your number so we can figure out what time to get together on Sunday. There is only one other guy in the game and we don't even talk to him. Yes, it's Kai or something like that. K. Yeah, K. MC wants to get laid. I mean, I can't blame him. No, it's not Kai, it's K. Hey, I need to get your... Okay, I already read that. Oh, right. Natsuki snatches my phone from my hand and starts entering her information onto it. When she's finished, she hands it back as if she's giving me some kind of treasure. There, you got my number. Don't let it go to your head. Okay. I'm also gonna get 3 other girls' numbers. Well, 2 other girls' numbers. I'm gonna guess I already have Sayori's. I put my phone back in my pocket. I'll try to use this new information as a force for justice. Nice. I might send you a few texts over the weekend. You know, just to make sure I got the right number. Or the number right. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's fine, you can text me anytime. I'll be bringing the supplies over, but you may have some stuff we'll already need to have. That we'll need already. I'll make a list and get back to you. I'm also gonna have to find an excuse to get out of the house for a few hours on Sunday. Why don't you just tell your dad you're gonna go over to a friend's house? Well, I don't really... Natsuki gets quiet. Maybe I should change the subject. Do you and your dad talk much? That's not changing the subject, you jackass! Smooth transition. Yeah. Not really. Can't we all just take a moment to hate on the MC? I mean, we used to talk more. But he's not much for conversation these days. Like, how do you say, oh, I should change the subject? Goes with the same subject. MC is a dumb cunt. Yes, he is. And again, Natsuki is too, so, I mean... But he's not much for a conversation these days. Well, that's a bit heavy for an answer. That's a bit heavier of an answer than I expected. I'm sorry to hear that. I actually have something important to talk to him about that I've been kind of putting off. I'm interested to hear more, but I feel like I shouldn't pry. Well, why haven't you? I don't know how he'll react. I guess I'm scared of making him mad. Well, he's your dad, isn't he? My parents get mad at me sometimes, but we always work it out. I guess I feel like I know I'm loved even if they aren't happy with me. Lucky. Huh? Nothing abusive. I don't know if it's abusive or if he's just being depressed and like heavily depressed and is just not being able to take care of Natsuki. Like, I don't think it's abusive. I don't know. I'm thinking this time around it's not abuse. It's just, well, it is abuse, but abuse by being heavily depressed, not actually like actively abusive. Nothing. Anyways, it's not that big of a deal. Like I said, I'll get back to you about what I need. Talk to you later. Alright, later. I gather up my stuff and head out to the door. Sayori slipped out earlier when I wasn't looking, so my walk home is lonely. I take some time to think about how she was acting today. Tiny one would be dead if abused, too small to take punch. Yeah. But she's like a chihuahua. Like, they could just keep on coming back no matter how much punishment you give. I'm still uneasy about the way she was behaving. Hopefully she'll be in better spirits tomorrow. I also think about Natsuki. I don't know why, but I find myself feeling a bit worried about her. I hope her conversation with her father goes alright. I'm suddenly a bit worried about how this weekend will turn out. I have literally had no choices this entire time in this game. Your dog suffocating on the blanket? No, they aren't. Trust me, if they were suffocating, they could get that blanket off. Sophie can get out from under it and Freedom can lift it up. It's not like a weighted blanket or anything. Papa, we need to talk. I don't bring this up very often, but it's about Mom. I know, we don't talk about her, but I think we need to discuss this. I found this box of pictures the other day. Yes, the beach. We went to the beach. Yes, Papa, we went to the beach. All of us. How come Mom isn't in any of these photos, or pictures? Mom was there. I know she was in these pictures. You cut her out of them, didn't you? Why? It hurts. It hurts to remember. I know it hurts, Papa. It hurts me too. But we don't talk about her anymore. We've never talked about what happened. I need to remember her. I need to forget. That isn't fair. Is Natsuki's dad still in a Brewster prick? As far as we know, no. As far as we know, she's just highly depressed from his wife's death. Natsuki's mother's death. And he's highly, highly depressed. He can't keep a job or anything like that. If he does become abusive, it might happen. We don't know yet. I want to remember her. And half Neko. Yes, Natsuki is half Neko. I've already lost her once. If she's cut out completely, it's like she died all over again. Haruka, you say you need to forget, yet you keep calling me by her name. Haruka, please. Stop it. Wow, that fucking look, man. Hey, Reaper, you want another picture? If you look real close to the top of her head, yeah, if you look real close, you can see the Neko ears. Stop calling me by her name. She's gone, Papa. Stop. She's gone, but I'm not. I can't lose you too. I need you to be a father to me. I need to talk about this. Stop. No, I won't stop. I need you, Papa. Please. Oh shit. Yeah, there's the abuse. Fucking new, yeah, weak. There's two types of people in this world. Is that all it takes? Is that all it takes for you to get to know, or for you to notice me? Well, I guess I'm finding an excuse to leave the house wasn't as hard as I thought. All I had to do was walk out the door. Papa didn't even... You sons of bitches. I hope his house is close. This stuff is getting heavy. Oh. Hey, Sayori. Ack. Natsuki. Hey. Hey, where are you off to? Oh, I was just going to stop by Jay's house. I left my bag there yesterday. Ah, well, I'm heading over there now. Oh, that right? You two are baking today? Yep. Hey, maybe you could come over for a bit. It'd be like an unofficial literature club meeting. Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't want to get in the way or anything. Nah, it'd be fun. Besides, you know, Sayori, I've always appreciated the way you... Natsuki. Are you wearing makeup? Fucking eagle eye Sayori. So what if I am? I mean, I like to wear makeup sometimes. I've never seen you wear it before. Fucking eagle eye Sayori, man. Well, sometimes I just like to, okay? I see what's going on. I'll just head home. Oh, Sayori got the wrong idea. She thinks that Natsuki's wearing makeup because she wants to look for the baking event. But it's to hide the bruise. That's what just happened, isn't it? Oh shit. You have fun with Jay, okay? Sayori, wait. I wonder what that was about. Man, what a weekend this has been. Yesterday was absolutely insane. First, Sayori comes over acting really energetic. Then after she calmed down, we had an incident on the stairs. Wait, what? Then she ran out crying? What the fuck happened? What? I honestly can't figure out what's going on with her. I've never seen her act so erratic before. I'm kind of worried. She left her bag here when she ran out, so I've decided to drop it off later today. Next, Yuri came over. Oh, I know what it is. So what it is that this is actually, so Another Moment for You is actually a 3-part episode, episodic mod. There's episode 1, 2, and 3. Episode 1 deals with Sayori. Episode 2 deals with Yuri. Episode 3 deals with Natsuki. I obviously skipped 1 and 2 because we're doing Natsuki. So this is probably explained by episode 1 and episode 2 of this information. I was kind of expecting things to go a lot smoother with her. Yuri is pretty quiet after all. We're all getting closer to the scene. Man, hold on, let me figure. I'm really hating how the text is really against whiteout so much. Hold on. Do I have something? No, I don't. Hold on. I'm gonna get a black background for the chat box real quick. Color source. Okay. Okay, no, you go in there. Yes, give me a second. It doesn't want to get in. There we go. This stream is brought to you by fuck you, Lex. There we go. Well, I just was thinking it looked really bad being not able to see what you guys were reading. Thank you for following, Mara XD32. So hopefully that'll be a little bit better, so we can actually read the chat now more consistently. Okay, fix that. Hello. I hope you're doing well tonight. Okay. Oh, is the chat just now broken? Okay, no, there it is. Okay, there it is. Yuri is pretty quiet after all, but things kind of got weird with her as well. We had sort of an almost intimate encounter. What the fuck happened? Welcome to the crazy chat that is J-Man's chat. Yes. Welcome to what... Oh, I really should get that trademarked. The second most, what is it? Whatever. I can't remember the tagline. And then she started talking about how I was her muse and stuff like that. I blame her oil diffuser personally. And today Natsuki is coming over so we can make cupcakes. Welcome to the potential slip-ups. That is also true. While I'm a little bit worried about how this will go, I'm holding on to a bit of hope that things won't get awkward. While I'm waiting for her to arrive, I decided to take some of my anime stuff out of the closet. The spaghetti saucers. No one is gonna get spaghetti sauced in this mod. This is a spaghetti sauce free mod. Natsuki seems to get this part of me, so I don't feel like I need to hide it. It's interesting. As far as I'm aware, if there is any nudity... Alright, thanks for listening, Josh. If there is any nudity or anything like that, I am not aware of it, and it will be a very big surprise to me and probably everyone. At first, Natsuki and I were afraid to discuss manga and stuff around each other. Now I feel like I can be myself around her and assume she feels the same. It's a nice feeling to have someone I can share stuff with. As I'm arranging my mecha figures, I hear a knock on the front door. I head downstairs to answer it. I open the door and find Natsuki standing on my porch holding two large paper stacks full of cooking supplies. Hey there, Jay. I carried these all the way from the store. Your turn. She thrusts the pegs into my arm. That is exactly what I would assume the bubblegum bitch would do. Oof. Ugh, these are heavy. Natsuki stretches her arms above her head while giving me a big cat-like grin. Oh, cat-like grin. Neko confirmed. Yeah, well, I guess they are kinda heavy. Very funny. I scurry to the kitchen while holding the bags. No way I'm dropping these in front of her. I manage to set them down on the counter right before I lose my grip on them. I exhale and then quickly turn around and strike a flexing pose right as Natsuki walks into the kitchen. She's less than impressed. I would be too. My hero. Natsuki turns around to look at the kitchen. I take a quick opportunity to lean against the counter to catch my breath. This is a pretty nice kitchen. She starts to turn around. I quickly manage to stand up straight before she sees me slumped over. Yeah, I guess it's pretty nice. The fucking image. Natsuki opens the pantry and takes stock of what is in there. Wow, all filled up. I might even be able to find some extra supplies to make the cupcakes with. I nod in agreement. Did you eat before you came over? I was just about to grab something. It's about noon and I haven't had a chance to eat anything yet. You forgot how nice the MC's kitchen is? Yeah, this is always the MC's kitchen for some reason. Man, I would love to have a kitchen like this. This is a nice-ass kitchen. Could you imagine? Oh, I guess it's about that time. What do you have? Well, I open up the fridge. Let's see. I pull out 3 pizza boxes, a few slices of cheese, about 3 pepperoni slices. I'll fight for you for those, by the way. And some balsamic salami slices. That's this place's specialty. Natsuki face twists into disgusted expression. You sure eat a lot of pizza. Mood, yes. I shrug. Well, normally my mom cooks, but both my parents are out of town this weekend, so I had to improvise. Natsuki's mouth drops open. You mean to tell me that you have a fully stocked kitchen with all these supplies, and you've been eating nothing but pizza for the last 3 days? Well, yeah. Her shocked expression widens. Oh, you poor boy. She picks up the boxes and shoves them back in the fridge. Hey! She turns and gives me a glare. In protest, any protest I was planning on giving has been lost. I am not leaving here without getting you some real food. She smiles confidently. Luckily, you and I are standing in front of the best chef in town. You know, maybe Natsuki isn't that bad. She again opens the pantry and takes stock of what's in there. Oh my god, get a room already. Narcissism 300. Let's see. Hey, guess what? Oh, welcome back. Lettuce, tomatoes, avocados, salt, and pepper. God damn it. And I know I saw mayo and bacon in the fridge. She gathers the ingredients and names off, then gathers the cutting board and knife. Alright, give me 20 minutes. She pushes me out of the kitchen. I sit down on the couch and continue reading a manga I had just started. I can hear the sounds of the oven opening mixed in with Natsuki quickly cutting various things. After 20 minutes, she exits the kitchen with a tray. At first glance, it appears to be full of sushi. However, upon closer inspection, the rolls are made of bacon. Ew, no, 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 no. The insides are filled with lettuce, tomatoes, and avocados. No bacon and avocado. Well, I don't like lettuce either. Ta-da! BLT sushi rolls. Huh? I didn't even know you could do that with sushi. Yeah, God, please, no. Trust me, I can make something great with just about anything on hand. Go ahead, try one. I pick up one of the rolls and pop it in my mouth. Wow, the flavor is incredible. I hungrily grab for a handful. Hey, now, save some for me. I probably should have said I was coming back. I only had to vacuum. Oh. Okay. Yes, that would have... I assumed you were just getting off for the night, man. It's all good. We quickly divide the pieces and sit down for a quick lunch. I finish mine pretty quickly, but Natsuki seems to be eating hers a bit slowly. I'm contemplating swiping one of her pieces. Now it's like middle of the day. Fair enough. I mean, yeah, that's actually a BLTA, cause avocado. You know, Reaper, we don't need none of that back talk in this. She made BLT sushi. Which is disgusting. It sounds disgusting. It is horrible. Like, no. I'm just glad that my girlfriend doesn't watch these, because she would get that idea in her head and she would legitimately make that. And I would cry because I would not want to eat any of that. Nope. She quickly grabs her plate and moves it just out of my reach. Hey, how did you... I know that look. You've got the same look on your face that Sarah gets when she was about to swipe food. It's not my fault that you ate yours so quickly. Just one more? No. Natsuki holds up her roll like she's thinking about giving it to me. I smile with anticipation. Nope. Yep, called it. She stuffs the roll in her mouth while giving me a sly grin. Must consume. Consume the Natsuki. That's actually a very different phrase of what I just said. My smile fades. Natsuki covers her mouth and laughs. So, have I convinced you that homemade food is better than leftover pizza? I'll say, good. It's important to learn how to cook food yourself. That way you can feed yourself and all your friends that come over. That sounds hard. Why can't I just eat what you cook? You love the broken chat? What? The broken chat in the game or the broken chat on Twitch? Because... So, never pizza's the best. Why can't I just eat what you cook? That's the marriage proposal if I've ever heard one. Twitch. Ah, yes. You know, I love the Twitch chat. Like, it's so good. It's the best thing. I'll happily eat anything you make. This is a marriage proposal, and like, she seems slightly taken aback by that comment. Well, I can't come over every time you want a meal, dummy. You're just gonna have to grow up and do it yourself. Anyway, we need to get started on the cupcakes. She stands up quickly and starts pulling supplies out of the bag she brought. She seems to be keeping her head turned away from me. However, every now and then I catch a glimpse of her face. She's blushing bright red. I start to clean up the lunch stuff as she sets out 2 bowls and several cooking sheets with muffin-shaped indents. She pours a few ingredients into one of the bowls and stirs them quickly. After adding some more ingredients, why are we literally getting a step-by-step guide on how to make fucking cupcakes? What if she made the MC sit a shit on the stick? Well, I guess it depends on how kinky the MC is. Like, you know, some people would probably, you know... Alright, now I'm gonna go. The stream has given me Down syndrome because of how stupid it is. It's still better than Pokemon's chat. Those will need to cook for a while. We'll mix the icing when they are about to come out. That way, it won't harden too much. So, we've got some time to kill. Am I not funny enough for you? Just Johnny just going, am I not entertaining you? Are you not entertained? Anyways, that's so stupid. Sorry, I apologize for that stupidity. Manga? Thought you'd never ask. We decided to stay near the kitchen so we can keep tabs on the cupcakes. I head up to my room to grab a few manga series that I think Natsuki might find interesting. I come back with about 20 volumes in my arms. Natsuki and I spend a good amount of time just flipping through them one after another. Every so often, she'll find one that keeps her interest and will read some of it. She asks me questions about them and decides whether or not she wants to keep reading. All in all, it's a pretty laid-back way to spend the afternoon. That sounds like a great way to spend an afternoon. After all the drama from yesterday, I'm glad I can just finally sit and relax. Suddenly, however, Natsuki closes the manga she's reading and tosses it onto the table. Huh. I don't think Fullmetal Alchemist is the series for me. Agree. Really? You haven't gotten that far into it. It's just... well... the two brothers are trying to bring their dead mother back to life. That's just... it kind of hits too close to home for me today. I close the manga I am reading. I don't think you ever told me about your mother. Natsuki glances at me in the corner of her eye, then looks away again. My mom passed away when I was 7. She has been sick for about a year or so, so I wasn't really a surprise to my dad. But I was just a little girl, so I had no idea what was going on. Hopefully you actually change the subject this time. Well, I don't understand why Mama wasn't there anymore. Yeah, no, the subject is not getting changed. We're doing this now. I know it's been a long time, but I still miss her a lot. Usually I can handle it, but some days are better than others, you know? Natsuki looks back at me with sad eyes. I'm really sorry to hear that, Natsuki. Thanks. She picks up a different volume of manga from the stack. Honestly, it sounds weird, but reading manga kind of helps. Oh, we got Freedom trying to dig out. Nope, he just wants his nose out. He's weird like that. He'll want his entire body covered except his nose. Really? How so? Well, I actually just told you the story to Yuri the other day. When I was really young, Mama would drag me to the supermarket to go shopping with her. Holy shit, you haven't gotten down and dirty yet? No, we haven't. It's... Reaper... I was gonna say go to Cornhub, but Cornhub actually just, like... I don't think I can actually stream to Cornhub. So those who don't know, Cornhub just got rid of all their unverified user stuff, videos. So... yeah. And that was not expected, so I don't know what I'm going to do about that. When I was young, Mama would drag me to the supermarket to go shopping with her. Oh, I hated it so much. It was so boring. I'd cry and whine, but she still took me anyway. You would know that. You would be the one to know that. Yes, I would be the one to know that. What is it? Where did I learn that from? Was it some ordinary gamer? I think it might have been some ordinary gamer. I'd cry and whine, but she still took me anyway. So one day, while we were at the store, Mama picked up a volume of Parfait Girls and told me she'd buy it for me if I was good. I didn't know what it was exactly, but the cover was colorful and the characters looked nice, so I behaved and got my reward. Mama helped me read it that night. She did different voices for all the characters. I will not do different voices for all the characters. I loved it when she did that. Ayano had a really high-pitched squeaky voice, while Alice had a snooty-sounding voice. Mama made me laugh so much while she read it to me. Anyway, the supermarket trips became much more fun after that. I'd be good and she'd buy me manga and read it to me in her silly voices when we got home. It kind of became our thing, you know? She looked longingly at the cover of the manga volume in her hands and smiles. I guess reading manga is kind of like a path back to her, in a way. She closes her eyes as a soft, serene expression passes over her face. Sometimes, when I read, I can still hear her reading along with me in her silly voices. She holds that expression for a little while. Eventually, she puts the volume down and flicks some moisture out of her eyes. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get all blubbery on you there. No, it's fine. Thank you for telling me about it. Natsuki glances in my direction and smiles. It's a warm, caring smile that I haven't seen her give very often. Oh, this hits the feels, does it? I don't know, man. I'm not feeling this very much. Really? I'm not feeling this at all, man. A smell that says thanks without saying a word. Anyway, I can smell the cupcakes. I think they're about ready for the icing. I don't know, I think I'm just numb and dead to the world after Fallen Angel. I put down the volume I'm holding and we head back to the kitchen. I take the bread part of the cupcakes out of the oven while Natsuki mixes some ingredients into the other bowl. Alright, I'll start getting the bread onto the wrappers. I need to keep stirring the icing so it doesn't harden too much. If they make cat icing, I swear. They're gonna be cat cupcakes, come on man, at this point you know that. I keep stirring like Natsuki instructs while she preps the bread. My arm is starting to get tired when she finally takes the bowl from me. Alright, it's the right consistency. Get ready to see a master at work. Natsuki divides the icing into a few smaller bowls. She adds different dyes and flavoring to the bowls so that each one is different. Then she applies a base of frosting to all the cupcakes. After that, she uses some baking tools to apply the icing to cupcakes so they make a different design. Some of them have her now famous cat design, while others have different animals like rabbits and frogs. Narcissism 400. Is it just gonna go up 100 for every time she's narcissistic? Still, other cupcakes have more abstract designs like stars and hearts. Yes, okay. Finally, about 5 of them have some fairly complex designs on them. One looks like a moon peeking out from behind clouds on a small moon night sky. Another is decorated to look like a small beach scene. Wow, those are really cool. I got this idea from Sayori and Monica. They suggested that the first couple of people to join the club keep a special cupcake as an incentive. I snap a picture of the designs on my phone. What are you doing? Hey, these are works of art. And they're going to get eaten, aren't they? I figured I'd take a picture of them. That it'd be a shame for art like this to just go away and be forgotten. Natsuki looks at me with a surprised expression. That doesn't look like surprise to me. Nobody's ever... She stammers for a few moments before turning her head away. Sure, I guess. Dummy. I mean, not dummy, but... she doesn't know how to react to this. I decide I need to do something to change the mood. Hey, Natsuki. You've got a little bit of icing on your face. You back? Alright. What happened? We made cupcakes. Some of them are cats, some of them are rabbits, some of them are frogs, and some of them are complex design. Like a moon or some stuff. I do? Where? I reach my finger onto the large mixing bowl and scoop out a bit of icing onto my finger. Then I quickly smear the icing on Natsuki's nose. Right there! I start laughing as Natsuki shoots a perplexed look at the small dab of icing. Suddenly she looks at me with her eyes narrow. She flicks the icing away and reaches into the bowl with her other hand, scooping some icing onto her finger. Oh, it's on! She lunges at me with her fingers outstretched, trying to smear me in the face with a bit of icing. I dodge and move away from her, laughing the whole time. We continue this for some time, taunting and laughing. Finally she manages to corner me. Got you now. I'm trapped, but there's no way I'm getting icing on my face. As Natsuki leans in for the kill, I manage to grab her wrist and hold it away from me. Uh-oh. Hey, no fair. I don't remember there being any ground rules, Natsuki. Hello, Korn. How are you tonight? She reaches over with her other hand like she's trying to free herself up, but I manage to catch her by her other wrist. So I'm just holding her arms. Now I have my hands around both her wrists and I'm holding her hands up by her head. Ha! Looks like I win. Well, you win something. It's the Dumbass Award. I smile big to celebrate my victory. However, my excitement disappears when I look at Natsuki's face. Don't worry, Reaper. I already took the photo. You perv. Alright, you wanted to stop by and say, hey, unfortunately you can't stay tonight, but I hope you have a great stream. Thank you, Korn. Yeah, this is a picture from the main game. Her normally proud and haughty expression is suddenly timid and meek. I wish they added actually some frosting to this finger. That would have been fantastic. She looks absolutely terrified. and instead of a smug remark or witty comment, Natsuki is silent aside from barely audible whimpering. I'm completely stunned by the sudden shift. Natsuki? Are you? She continues to look at me like I'm some sort of monster. A bit of icing has slipped off her finger. She doesn't seem to notice. Finally, she manages to say something. Her voice is barely above a whisper. Please. Let me go. Please. I realize I'm still holding onto her wrists. I release them and slowly step away from her. Natsuki rubs her wrists while continuing to look at me with her frightened expression. I need a moment. She runs off into the next room. I'm totally at a loss to explain what just happened. Did I do something wrong? I wonder. I decide to let her be. She probably needs her space. I start to pick up some of the cooking supplies. How about cleaning up the frosting? I don't really know what else to do. Several minutes pass. I'm worried about her, but I don't know what I should do in this situation. Finally, Natsuki returns to the kitchen. She walks in right as I'm putting away the bowls and other supplies. Her eyes are a bit red, but she seems more composed than what she was before. There's an awkward feeling lingering between us. Natsuki, I'm sorry about, no, it's fine. You didn't do anything wrong. Really? It's just, I'm a mess. There's so much going on with me that I'm just not ready to share. I mean, I don't know. Just hug it out, Natsuki. Just hug it out, man. Ugh. I sound like an idiot. No. You're fine. Just say whatever you need to. I'll listen. Again, Natsuki looks at me with surprised expression. Why are you so nice to me? I shrug. Why wouldn't I be? She holds her confused expression, then looks down at the floor. Because I don't deserve it? Girl. I know what everyone thinks of me. I'm tough and mean. I don't put up with anyone's crap. I know how everyone thinks it's weird that a cute girl like me can be so tough. But if they knew anything about me... Natsuki, I know you and I didn't get off on the right foot, but I feel like I've really gotten to know you over the last few days. I don't know what's going on with you, but I do know that you don't need to say all those things about yourself. Natsuki looks up at me again. She's trying to hide her expression, but I get the impression that she's trying not to cry. Could you help me gather up rest of this stuff? Of course. She and I put away all the supplies we used. All of her things managed to fit into one bag now. We agree that I should keep the cupcakes at my house tonight and bring them to school tomorrow. Finally, she takes her bag by the handle and we head to the front door. She's being uncharacteristically quiet as we walk outside. Say it, Natsuki. Say what you've been meaning to say all fucking game. Really, Reaper? Just as we reach the gate in front of my house, she stops suddenly and put down the bag. Natsuki? Is everything... I don't get an opportunity to finish that question. Natsuki quickly turns around and grasps my shirt as she buries her head in my chest. She's shaking slightly. Everything seems to stop for just a moment as we stand silent. I told you, hug it out. I told you she needs to hug it out, man. Finally, she speaks. Her voice is a soft, timid whisper. I know you probably don't feel the way I do. I don't think anyone could feel that way about me. But if you could just put your arms around me for a moment. I told you, hug it out. I called it. Then maybe, just for a little while, I could pretend that someone cares about me. I'm stunned. Instinctively, I put my arms around her and hold her close. She never once looks up at me. Your hugs, they're so warm. I wish I didn't. Natsuki, what's going on? She continues to hold on to me for a little while longer. Then she breaks away and wipes her eyes. Nothing. I'm sorry, I had a rough week is all. But spending the afternoon with you was so nice. I guess I don't want it to end. I have to admit, hearing that makes my heart skip a little. Doki Doki? Okay. I mean, am I really getting flustered around Natsuki? We could, you know, get together and do something another time. Ooh woo. Fucking Reaper. I mean, Natsuki chuckles a little. Yeah. I like that. My face feels warm. I hope I'm not blushing. Alright. And we'll be at the festival tomorrow. So, that'll be fun. Yeah. All of us. Oh, whoa. Really, Reaper? Chill pill. Getting these ooh-woos and oh-woes. All of us. It'll be fun. What in the fucking ooh-woos did you just say? It'll be fun. Anyways, I need to get going. I'll see you tomorrow. She picks up her bag and starts to walk away. I start to head back inside when I hear her call up to me. Oh, Jay. Oh, my voice. If Yuri shares up tomorrow, and if I happen to slip my arm into yours in front of her, just play along, okay? Oh, she making fucking moves. Okay. Awesome. See ya. I feel like I missed a conversation in there somewhere. That's probably something from episode 2. So if you want to know what that's probably talking about, go play episode 2. It's very easy to mod Doki Doki. If it's requested enough, I will make a video on how to mod Doki Doki. I walked back to my room, plopped down in my chair, and leaned my head on my desk. Natsuki 2? I'm not the quickest guy on the planet, but I have a feeling that I'm in the middle of some type of love polygon. Sayori, Yuri, Natsuki as well. I've never had any luck with opposite sex before, but now I suddenly feel like I'm in the middle of an impending collision. I'm really worried about what will happen at the festival tomorrow. Oh well. No way to go but for it, I suppose. I just hope no one gets hurt. Yeah, funny thing. Someone's gonna get hurt. 9 years ago. Papa, could you take me to the grocery store, please? Why do you want to go there, Natsuki? We just went last week. I know, but there's a new volume of Magical Neko out today, and I want to know what happens next. I'm not going all the way out to the store for that. We spent too much money on those stupid things anyway. They're not stupid. Yes, they are. You should be reading real books that enhance your mind, instead of wasting your time with poorly written picture garbage. Forget about it. You're mean. What? Mama didn't think they were stupid. She'd take me. How dare you? I want Mama back. She wasn't mean like you. Stop it. I miss Mama. I said stop it. Sob sob. Why did she have to go away? Mama, Mama. Shut up, you little brat. Ow, Papa. Okay, yeah, the abuse was since she was a child. After everything I do for you, Papa, let me go. You have the audacity to speak to me like that. Please, please let me go. I, Natsuki. Please, please. Natsuki, I'm sorry. I think it would be best for both of us if we didn't talk about Mama anymore. Okay, Papa. Okay. I'll go make dinner. Alright, Monica, after the festival stuff has been taken down, or all the festival stuff has been taken down, the room should be ready for class tomorrow. Good job, Natsuki. I'm heading over to the counselor's office to see if I can catch Jay and Yuri. Maybe, make sure you lock up after the room after you leave. Wait, hold up. The where? Would you mind cluing me into what's been going on? First, Sayori and Jay don't show up. Then Jay finally gets here and you two get all huggy. Then Yuri freaks out and runs off stage while Jay runs after her. Now you're telling me that the two of them are in the counselor's office? There's obviously something going on that nobody has bothered to tell me about. Well, look, I've had a lot of plans for today outside of our own club stuff. The anime club has a discussion about how certain series are different from the manga they are based on. I I thought Jay would really enjoy that. Yeah, so a lot of stuff happened, I guess, in episode 1 and 2. So if you want to know, go play those. But in the end, he didn't even stop by to eat one of my cupcakes. Why don't you come with me, Natsuki? I think Jay and you should have a talk. Whatever. Let's go. Yuri and the counselor have been talking for some time now. I honestly lost track of how long. They're starting to discuss some pretty personal things, so I figured I should probably take my leave. Maybe tomorrow I'll talk with Yuri some more and see how she is doing. I exit the office and head into the hallway. My hand is still throbbing from the glass shard that's embedded in it, as well as Yuri's impromptu first aid. I put my hand in my pocket and hang my head warily. What the fuck happened in episode 1 and 2? What a day it's been. I look up to see Monika and Natsuki approaching me. Monika looks serious and businesslike. Natsuki looks annoyed. I am too, don't worry. I haven't played episode 1 and 2 myself, so I don't know what's going on. So it just said, hey, episode 3 is the best Natsuki runner-up mod for 2019, and that you can skip right to it. So I thought, okay, well, it must mean that they're not, you know, they're not going to be that interlaced with each other. I guess I was wrong. Hey Jay, how is everything? Well, my best friend is in a okay. Maybe we should just leave and go to episode 1. Episode 1, each one of these episodes is 4 hours. So if you want to deal with 4 hours knowing that Sayori's going to put herself into a coma by hanging, and that Yuri's going to be talking to a health professional about her cutting, I mean, we just kind of got the short version right there. I can't say everything is great. About as well as that can be expected. We're too far to continue, yeah. I think we're going to be closing out in probably pretty quick here, probably an hour. It's a runner-up for Doki Doki. It's just a runner-up of Doki Doki Fallen Angel. No. This is the second runner-up mod for Natsuki. The first place mod is something different for Natsuki. Fallen Angel was Yuri's top mod for 2019. It when Outcast is I'm doing the runner-up and then I'm doing the best of. So it was Outcast was the runner-up and then Fallen Angel was the best of for Yuri. Now we're doing the runner-up for Natsuki, and I don't know what the best of is for Natsuki for 2019. Then we'll do Sayori or Monika next. And then we'll do whatever ones that we think are cool. MC's Revenge, the D&D, True Reality. Those 3 probably. We'll do those. And then 2019's list should come out eventually. And I'll do the 2019 version of those. Or 2020 version of best Doki Doki mods. For each girl. About as well as can be expected. I glance over at Natsuki. So I'm going to be doing a lot of Doki Doki in the future, so... While I said she looked annoyed a moment ago, up close, I don't think that's the case. She looks more... disappointed? Alright, I'm gonna go inside and check on Yuri. Monika places a reassuring hand on my shoulder as she opens the door and steps inside. It's just me and Natsuki in the hallway now. Her arms are crossed and she looks at me with like I'm supposed to say something. Finally she breaks the silence. Well, you two are pretty chummy. I don't really know how to respond to that. You've been pretty busy today with everyone. I mean, you spent like all day with Sayori. Who could even be bothered to show up, by the way? Then you run off after Yuri to spend the rest of the day comforting her, I suppose. I have expected you to come back holding her hand. Not that I can blame her, it'd be a perfect opportunity to... Natsuki. How can I be strong? Like you? My question seemed to stun her. Huh? I don't know what you're going through, but you still come here every day and face whatever this place throws at you. All I ask in return is some time to yourself and all you ask in return is some time to yourself and a space in the literature club to call your own. You've got this world shut your mouth attitude. You're the strongest person I know. I wish I were as strong as you. Natsuki's stance softens. The defensive look passes from her face and genuine concern appears in its stead. When she speaks, her voice is soft and tender. Jay, what happened to you today? I stand silently for a moment, unsure of where to begin with the parade of trials this day has thrown at me. In the end, I sheepishly remove my hand from my pocket. It's the hand that Yuri healed and wrapped in a piece of her torn skirt. The makeshift bandage hangs loosely. A few spots of blood are visible through the fabric. Natsuki gasps as she carefully takes my hand to inspect it. Jay, you're bleeding. How? Are you okay? Do you need to sit down? Do you need anything? She seems almost sick with worry. I know I shouldn't, but I smile a little in spite of myself. Why, Natsuki? If I didn't know any better, I'd almost say you cared about me. My attempt at humor stops Natsuki cold for a moment. Her face quickly changes from shocked to angry, then thoughtful, and finally bashful. Of course I care about you. Dummy. Natsuki's uncertain reason causes me to laugh. What's so funny? Jerk. She raises her arm to shove me back slightly. Instead, I turn my body to avoid her shove. Her momentum actually starts to carry her past me, but I hold out my arm to catch her. I have my arm around her waist and I'm holding her in a loose hug. Thank you, Discord bot, for interrupting such a innocent scene. Thank you, Natsuki. Her response is slow and confused. For what? Just for being you when I needed you. I move to let her go of her, but she quickly puts her other arm around me and hugs me a little tighter. You're welcome. We stand there like that for a little while. When suddenly... Well... Isn't that sweet? Hey, look, it's the Greaser Sasuke ripoff. You. His voice startles me, breaking my hug with Natsuki a little. It's the guy from the poetry reading. Oh, so this guy's just a dick all around. Hey, ya shrimp, what's up buzzin'? Looks like you got yourself a necking buddy there. Who says that? Necking? What the fuck does that mean? What the? If you don't, I will. Go ahead and say it, Johnny. Natsuki glances in my direction, then quickly breaks off our hug to the rest of the way. Her face is bright red. I'm not certain if it's from anger or embarrassment. Tunnel snakes rule. There you go. Tunnel snakes rule! Don't you have a bridge to crawl back under? Sharp as ever. You know, I would have been real offended by that remark. And your little quip about your clubroom earlier. But seeing you with your lover boy there puts me in a good spirits. So I think I'm gonna let everything today slide. Natsuki looks confused. Immediately, I'm a bit confused myself. I don't trust the tone of his voice. In fact, I'm in such good spirits that I think I'm gonna go out and get me a dessert. You know, like a parfait or something. Natsuki stands up a bit at that remark. I don't know what he means by that, but his tone was unmistakably sinister. See you around, shrimp. Ugh, that guy. What's his deal anyway? I think he was dropped on his head when he was a kid. Repeatedly. Anyway, forget about that guy. He's gonna go ruin her manga, isn't he? Is that what we're gonna call that? He's gonna go ruin her manga? Go get him. Don't worry. If I get the chance, I'm gonna sock that motherfucker in the face. Anyway, forget that guy. It's getting late. We should head on out. Right. Would you like me to walk you home? Oh. Natsuki seems to ponder that question a bit more than I expected her to. Perhaps. Part of the way would be fine. Alright then. I guess she's still nervous about her dad seeing her with a guy. That's fine. I really like someone to walk home with, even if it's just part of the way. I managed to get Natsuki talking about the festival, and she seems to have forgotten to ask about what happened to me. I'm fine with that. Listening to her go on about all the happenings today helps put me at ease. It's almost like Natsuki chases away all my bad feelings away. I wonder if I have events of today gone different. I wonder if had today's events gone differently. And so the captain of the Kendo Club was totally hitting on Monica. Then his girlfriend storms in and starts yelling at him. He's all, I'm only checking this club out because my love of literature. Then she's like, you've never read a book in your life. And she drags him out by his ear. Oh, I wish I got on a video. Sounds like you had a lot of fun today. Yeah, well, it would have been more fun if someone had been there instead of hanging around with Sayori all day. Seriously, I'm kind of pissed she ditched us on the day we needed her the most. I bet she came up with some lame excuse just so she could sleep in and be lazy. I swear. I know you two are friends and all, but she can be so flighty. So what story did she tell you to get you to stay with her? Natsuki. She didn't give me a story or an excuse. We turn the final corner that leads to the front of the school. Hey, you sound really serious. Something happened to Sayori, didn't it? Yeah. Is she okay? Well, before I can explain what happened, I'm cut off by the sound of a crowd that has gathered in the front of the school. Huh? That's odd. The festival is over. Everyone should have left by now. We move the crowd and see what the commotion is. Hey, move it. Let me through. Someone tell me what's going... Natsuki's face freezes in horror when she realizes what the group of people is gathered around. Just in front of the school doors are 2 large boxes full of manga. It takes me only to realize that these are Natsuki's boxes from the club room closet. As if there were any doubt, her name written on the side of them in her handwriting. Scrawled under her name of each box are the words free manga in someone else's handwriting. The group of people gathered around the box are passing around her volumes of manga and inspecting them. Look at this stuff. It's not even good. I know, right? It's a bunch of kids' fluff. And trash like that. Parfait girls? My kid sister reads that. Who is this Natsuki anyway? She's that short girl in the literature club. The one with pink hair, or pink bows in the hair? Figured she'd have little cuds, stuff like this. Hey, maybe, could we get this face off, please? Hey, maybe if I read this, I'll learn how to cook. We want some desserts. Natsuki is taking a few timid steps back. I forgot to lock the club room. She looks like she could start hyperventilating. I think it would be best if she went somewhere else. Perhaps we can regroup and decide what to do. Just go in there and say, what the fuck you doing? Natsuki, let's go. Why don't you go around the corner? I'll see what I can do here. Natsuki suddenly grips my hand tightly. She's breathing heavily. Her eyes are transfixed on the scene before her. Don't leave me. Don't leave me alone. I need to get her away from here. I try to lead Natsuki back the way we came, when suddenly, put them. Look at Monica coming in here being a badass. Back. Monica's voice booms through the front hallway, silencing any and all chatter. She is standing across from us at the entrance to the opposite hallway that's connected to the entranceway. Badass Monica. Can we get a... Yeah, we got badass Monica here. Instead of cursed Monica, we got badass Monica. Look at that. Look at that stance. That's the stance of a badass. Your respect for Monica just went way up because of a Doki Doki mod. She's all business with her fierce look on her face. Now, third favorite. Who's your... Yours is obviously top. Then what is it? Sayori, Monica, then Natsuki? For a moment, the entranceway is completely silent. Monica? These were just here and... Did I stutter? I said put them back. Yuri, Natsuki, Monica, and then Sayori? Fair enough. Don't... it's just the order of... I wonder how many actually got taken. I wouldn't know. But anyone who did probably take one once, because Monica's the most popular girl in school, anyone who would probably take them would probably give them back at this point. Don't make me repeat myself. Yes, ma'am. The crowd quickly complies. All of the manga that have been taken are passed back to the boxes. The students are at the center of the crowd, seem especially worried about angering Monica further. All of them. In order. And don't you dare crease the pages. Finally, all the volumes are returned in the correct order. Monica inspects the boxes and then gives a stern lecture to the gathered crowd around about the respect of their peers. Every single student seems terrified of her. I've been spending so much time with Monika in the literature club lately, I've forgotten how intimidating she can be. After their verbal berating, followed by a round of apologies, and the gathering students quickly disperse until only Natsuki, Monika, and myself remain. Wow. No wonder Monika's in charge, eh, Natsuki? Natsuki? In reality, this is a Monika x Natsuki mod. MC gets nothing. Natsuki looks like she's on the verge of tears. She again timidly takes steps back once again, then twice, and then she turns and runs down the hallway as she stifles a sob. Natsuki, I'm too stunned to go after her. MC gets Mr. Cow. Yes. MC gets Mr. Cow. I'm too stunned to go after her. I turn to Monika looking for some sort of guidance. She lowers her head and sighs. Come on, Jay, help me move these back to the clubroom. Mrs. Cow, yeah. Should we not have gone after Natsuki? That night. Ring, ring. Ring, ring. Click. Hello? Jay? It's Monika. Yeah, I know. What time is it? After midnight. I'm really sorry to call you this late, but I'm worried about Natsuki. I called her house to make sure she was okay after what happened today, but I couldn't get an answer for a long time. Finally, her father answered. I didn't get much out of him, but I learned that Natsuki never came home after school. Jay, I'm really worried about her. Do you have any idea where she could be? Yeah, I have an idea. I'm heading to the school. If you don't hear from me within an hour, call the police. Alright. Please be careful. I will. I wearily roll out of the bed and start getting dressed. I want nothing more than sleep after everything that has happened today, but apparently that isn't in the cards. After I get my clothes on, I take a moment to steady myself on the frame of my bed. I just need a moment to completely wake up before I make my way to the school. I keep hoping that I'm actually asleep. Perhaps, if I try hard enough, I can jolt myself awake and everything that happened today will have turned out to be some type of dream. Nothing. I figured it was too good to be true. I'm still trying to process it all. That means Sayori is still in the hospital, life between life and death, and I'm powerless to do anything about it. And now Natsuki is missing. I come to my senses a little more. I'm pretty sure I know where she is. Even though my parents are still pretty worn from their trip this last weekend, I'm sure I'd wake them up if I went down the stairs. So I open my bedroom window and sneak out on the side of my house. I begin to walk through my neighborhood towards the school. Even though I walk this way every day, the night sky makes everything look a little more sinister. I know this is a pretty safe neighborhood, but I keep imagining danger behind every shadow. I must be crazy. Don't be dead. Reaper, are you gonna... This day has been very shit, MC. Yes, he has had a very shit day, but just think, it can't get worse, can it? I just set up a flag, didn't I? Don't pull a Doki Doki Fallen Angel on you. On all of us. Oh my god, I don't think we could handle another Fallen Angel, Reaper. As I walk, the thought occurs to me that this is the third time in 24 hours that I've taken this path, and Sayori hasn't been with me for a single trip today. The thought makes my heart sink. Sayori. She's so full of life. The thought of her lying motionless in that hospital bed almost seems obscene. I fight to push Sayori out of my mind. I can't do anything for her now. But maybe, just maybe, I can do something for Natsuki. I finally arrive at the school. I stand in front of the closed gate, mentally preparing myself for what I'm about to do. I start to climb the fence using some nearby trash cans to boost myself up. I'm not exactly the most in-shape individual, and the process takes more out of me than I care to admit. However, I am successful in climbing over the fence. I take just a moment to catch my breath. I must have seen this done more than in hundred anime episodes, but it's a lot harder to do it in real life. After my heart stops racing, I try the front door. It's locked, to no one's surprise, I'm sure. I start to feel around the windows in various classrooms on the outside part of the school. Eventually, my patience is rewarded as I find one window that hasn't been locked. Just be a cleric. Or you could be a wizard with a knock spell. Who would have thought? It's really hard to climb fences in real life. I don't know. I haven't had to climb a fence, and I don't plan on having to climb a fence And plus, at this point, I might as well just try rolling through the fence. I open it up and climb inside. The inside of the school at night is even darker than my neighborhood. It hurts. A lot. I'll take your word for it. The deep shadows and concealed corners make the whole building feel foreboding. I half expect something to jump out at me from some dark corner somewhere. Still, I soldier on. I need my bubblegum love. I make my way to the door I saw Natsuki enter at lunchtime the other day. Inside the ladder to the roof. I take a deep breath and climb. Soon I will know if my hunch was correct or not. Bravo 6. Going Doc. Natsuki told me the roof was the one place other than the Ledger Club room that she felt comfortable, so I decided that's a good place to look, as any to look for her. As I emerge from the top of the ladder onto the roof, I see my hunch was correct. There's Natsuki still in her school uniform, standing on the ledge. Oh shit. She is in front of one of the broken down sections of the fence. There is nothing between her and several story drop but open air. Natsuki! I call to her before I stop to think. She turns her head around to look at me. Her expression is sad and wistful. Go away, Jay. Natsuki, please, I just want to talk. She looks at me for a moment, then turns her head away to look out over the horizon. Goodbye, Jay. I am so sick of people saying that to me. I dare to take a few steps closer to her. I'm not going anywhere, Natsuki. You might as well tell me what's on your mind. Natsuki glances out of the corner of her eye for a moment, looking almost annoyed. Then she turns her gaze down at the pavement below. From the top of the school is at least 30 feet down. What do you think they'll say tomorrow? If I jumped. Natsuki, please. If I jumped from here, I'd land right in front of the main door. Everyone would see me tomorrow. I'd probably be all mangled and broken. My neck would probably be bent at an angle, don't you think? I bet they wouldn't even call me cute then. Please, Bubblegum, yes, please, Bubblegum. Natsuki, you're scaring me. Or maybe they would. Maybe that's the headline tomorrow would be. Cute girl jumps off school. Ugh, I'd be cute girl forever. Natsuki, please, you don't need to do this. This was my one safe place. The one place where I was free to be me. Now it's gone. Gone. There's no shelter for me now. No place for me to hide. I'm not like the rest of you. I don't get to go home and relax. I don't get to laze around in front of the TV and watch anime. I don't get to sleep until I damn well please. I don't have parents that encourage me, or arms to hold me. I have to make all those things on my own. It's not fair. What happened to you? Again, Natsuki turns to look at me. She seems confused, like she doesn't understand why I would care. It's your father, isn't it? You seem afraid of him. Natsuki, is he abusing you? She looks at me with a blank expression on her face. I suspect she is pondering the question. Abuse? You mean like, is he beating me every day? He hurt me twice. He hit me just the other day. That was the second time. The first time was... Go to bed. There, easy. Alright, yeah, Lex is right. Okay, we're calling the stream here tonight. So... no. You asshole. The first time was... You'll kill me. You're already you're already trying to assassinate me. What are you talking about? But you're asking if this was a regular thing? No. I'll shove you off the building. Well, this building is just a picture, so I think I'd probably land pretty decently. Though sometimes I almost wish it were. Then I could hate him. I could be angry at him. But now there's just nothing. Natsuki crosses her arms as a slight breeze blows past us. The wind blows her hair back as she closes her eyes. I can tell she is mentally reliving some past events. Papa, he was once a good man. He was kind and warm. It's that or a permanent way of sleep. Yeah. Everything a little girl could ask for in a dad. But when Mama died, it was almost like a piece of him died with her. He loved her so much, he couldn't bear to be without her. I don't think he knew how to handle life without her. So he just retreated. I tried to talk to him about my mom, but he wouldn't have any of it. One day I got upset and I yelled at him. He screamed at me and grabbed me by my arms. That's like he rubs her forearms. That's why she was like freaked out by that. It was the first time he hurt me. I think he knew. After that, we never talked about Mom again. Things were okay for a while, but eventually he started deteriorating. He started forgetting things. He couldn't concentrate at work, so they let him go. He got to the point where he couldn't even make his own food. So I had to take care of him. I had to take over the household chores. The bills, the meals, I had to find work for him. Natsuki looks away from me again. She starts to chuckle a little. So your dad is a plant. God damn it, Lex. You know what the worst part is? She turns to me again. Her eyes have started to water slightly as if she's fighting back tears. He doesn't thank me. He doesn't even recognize me. He started calling me by my mom's name. Everyone always said I look like my mom. Her lips curl up, especially with the cat ears and cat tail. Her lips curl upward with a twisted smile. Lucky me, huh? Oh, Natsuki. She wipes her eyes and continues with a half-hearted laugh. I never expected that I'd be replacing my mom someday. Isn't that something? I was 7 years old, Jay. I was 7 years old. I was scared and lonely and I needed him. I needed him to hold me and tell me it would be alright. But he didn't. I needed him and he wasn't there. And he hasn't been there since. I can't remember the last time he held me. I can't remember the last time he said he loved me. His eyes. My father's eyes. I don't remember what they look like. It's been so long since he's even looked at me. It's like I don't matter at all. I can tell by her breathing that she's trying not to cry. I'm still absorbing everything she just told me. I'm sorry, Natsuki. I'm sorry life has been so cruel to you. But this isn't how you should handle it. Please, come down here. Natsuki snaps her head back to face me. Don't tell me how I should react. I'm taken aback by her sudden outburst. She seems to notice and tempers her emotion a little. What do you know? How could you possibly understand what I'm feeling? What do you know about heartache and loss? I've been trying to keep my head throughout this ordeal, but that statement is just a little bit more than I can take right now. What do I know about loss? I guess I can't tell you about loss just yet, because I don't know if I've lost someone at the moment. Natsuki's anger changes into confusion. I'm sorry you didn't spec into STG and int. I need more charisma. Where's my charisma score? Huh? Where do you think I was today during the festival? Playing hooky with Sayori? Sayori hanged herself today. What? She hanged herself and I had to get her down. She was still alive then, but I don't know if she is now. She's unconscious and the doctor doesn't know when or if she'll wake up. Sayori? Let me do some Fallout cheats and we'll be good. Oh my god, Johnny. The no clip command, really? Just give Sayori no clip. We'll be good. And I don't know how to feel. I can't mourn her because she isn't dead, and I can't celebrate because she isn't here. And I found myself wishing she'd just be alive or dead so I can figure out how I'm supposed to feel. And I hate myself for thinking that. Now it's Natsuki's turn to be surprised by an outburst. So when you tell me how conflicted you are by your own feelings about your father, yeah, I know what it feels like. And I'll tell you another thing. I may have watched someone I love die today. I won't do it again. I'll jump off that ledge myself before I watch you do it. So please, if you won't come down for yourself, I raise my hand towards Natsuki. Do it for me. Natsuki looks at my outstretched hand for a moment. Her face is a mass of emotions that I can't read. Ain't zero. Pizza. Just all she screams at you is yelling, you don't know, just don't jump. She yells at you, you don't know how I feel, and you just go pizza. Finally, she slowly reaches out towards my hand. She takes it in hers and carefully steps down from the ledge. We both step away from the edge of the rooftop as I take her other hand in mine. For a moment, we stand there looking at each other in the darkness. Another gust of wind passes us, blowing her hair back. I can read several emotions on her face. Sadness, fear, anger. But behind all of that, I can almost detect a hint of hope. I continue to hold Natsuki's hands as I look into her eyes. I want a better life for you, Natsuki. I want you to be safe and loved. I care about you. You matter to me. Natsuki opens her mouth to say something. Then she clenches her teeth. She begins to rapidly breathing as she shuts her eyes tightly. She finally opens her mouth again, but instead of words or scream, there's only a moment of silence, followed by a loud wail. Tears begin to stream from her eyes as she moves closer to me. Every time I touch, I get this feeling. Every time we kiss, I can swear I fly, really. She balls up her hands into fists as she buries her face into my chest. Her wails turn into series of gasps and sobs, occasionally punctuated by her pounding her fists on my chest. I realize that this is years of pent-up anger and sadness. The mourning of a 7-year-old girl who could never say goodbye to her mother, and the anguish of a young woman who has lost her father. I put my arm around her as she continues to pour out years of resentment and neglect. I don't know how long we've been up here like this, and I don't care. The world can wait while I hold her. After Natsuki had finished, we left the rooftop and exited the school. She stayed at Monika's house that night. The next day, Monika and I accompanied her to the police station. There she was to be taken into protective custody and filed for a separation order from her father. The police officer took her away from Monika and I. We waited a little while until we were sure Natsuki was being taken care of, then we left for school. The day passed by slowly. My thoughts wandered between Sayori, Natsuki, and Yuri all day. I hoped and prayed they would be safe from their demons. Finally, the school day ended and I met up with Monika in the club room. Since Yuri didn't show up for the meeting, we both agreed to go to the police station to check up on Natsuki. We checked in and sat on the bench and we waited for an officer to come talk to us. Until, you two are Natsuki's friends, right? Yes, sir. We'd like to know if she's okay. She's been taken into protective custody. I can't disclose her location, but I can assure you that she is being taken care of. We sent an officer to her home earlier today to assess the situation. Based on what I've been told, Natsuki will most likely be moved from her home to live with a relative. I see. Sir, can you tell us how her father reacted? I probably shouldn't disclose this, but the officer I dispatched did converse with her father. Apparently, her father was confused and barely responsive. He didn't appear to understand what was happening. He also kept asking for someone named Haruka. Someone in that condition isn't fit guardian for a minor. We will study the situation more, but he may need to be provided with special care or moved to an assisted living facility. That's all I can tell you. Thank you, officer. Is there any chance we could see Natsuki soon? I'm afraid I can't answer that, son. But I'm sure if she's able, she'll find you before she leaves. Alright. The policeman exits the room, leaving Monika and I by ourselves. Once again, I am physically and emotionally drained. I want to sit down for a moment. But before I can, Monika suddenly leans her head on my shoulder. I glance over to see that she is covering her eyes with her hand. What little I can see of her face tells me that she is fighting tears. I put my arm around her. For now, all we can do is stand together thinking of our friends, as we offer each other a small amount of comfort. A week has passed since that fateful day at the festival. It's no surprise considering the disaster that day brought, but no one new joined the literature club. I have a feeling we may have become social pariahs. Yuri informed Monica that she will be taking a short leave to focus on her counseling sessions. I want to talk to her about what happened that day, but I figured Yuri needs to focus on herself for a while. I visit Sayori every chance I get. She's still stable but unresponsive. Every time I visit, I hope to see her smiling face again. But so far, hope is all I have. Neither Monica nor I have heard from Natsuki since we left the police station that day. We received no news about her or her father. Our club meetings have become quite fair, with only Monica and I there. I can tell this is all weighing heavily on her. Her beloved club has all but fallen apart. She puts on a brave face for me, though. The one upside to all this is that Monica and I have been able to spend a lot of time together. She's actively encouraged me to read some Western literature. I'm not entirely enthusiastic, but it seems to lift her spirits. I suppose to discuss the latest chapter of Huckleberry Finn with her at the club meeting today. It isn't my favorite book ever, but Monica seems to love it, and her enthusiasm is somewhat infectious. Plus, I love seeing her smile. The final bell of the day rings and I make my way to the club room. As I enter, I'm surprised to see Monica isn't alone. Natsuki is there as well. She's leaving, isn't she? This is a fucking Toradora, isn't it? Where she's gonna leave. I almost call it her name, but I quickly know that she and Monica seem to be having an important conversation. So, be sure to give that letter... Yep, fucking Toradora. Fucking... Ugh. So be sure to give that letter to Yuri, okay? I will. Natsuki. No matter what happens, just remember you are always welcome here. Thanks, Monica. The two of them share a hug. Afterwards, Natsuki wipes her eyes and walks towards the door where I am. She doesn't notice me until she's almost ready to walk out of the door. Oh, Jay. I didn't, She seems embarrassed. Hey, Natsuki. Glad to see you. She is still a bit flustered from a moment ago. There is still an awkward moment of silence between the two of us. I have so many questions to ask her, but I don't know how much I should pry. I decided to keep it simple. So, how have things been? Natsuki glances back at Monica, who is shuffling some papers at her desk. Would you mind, walking with me for a moment? Oh, sure. Natsuki and I head out into the hallway. She has her arms folded and seems a little agitated. I suppose you're wondering about what's happening with me. I nod. Well, everything seems to have happened so fast. I guess I should start with Papa. A doctor came and spoke with me a few days ago. He said the amount of stress in Papa's body has really affected his health. He has the body of someone 15 years older than he is. And he's... Natsuki puts her hand over her mouth as she starts to choke up. I take a step towards her to assure her, but she holds up her hand towards me. It seems she needs to say this out loud. To make it real. Papa has an early form of dementia. His memory is almost completely gone. The doctor said the only clear memory he still has is of the person he loved the most. Oh, and it's Haruka, not even Natsuki. Again, Natsuki puts her hand to her mouth. She's breathing hard, fighting back the wave of emotion that is washing over her. How are you? I don't know. I don't know if I can process all of that right now. A few minutes pass as Natsuki regains her composure. Anyway, that's that. So as for why I'm here, I came back to pick up my manga. Also, I came back for this. She pulls the Parfait Girls bookmark out of her pocket. Hey, I'm glad you still have that. Yeah, well, it helps me find my place. Also, I came to say goodbye to everyone. Huh? I'll be living with my aunt a couple of towns over. I don't know if I'll be going to school over there or if I'll finish the year with online courses. Either way, I won't be here anymore. She quickly looks away. What kind of person is your aunt? Well, she's actually my mom's sister. I think I met her once or twice when my mom was alive, but I haven't seen or heard from her since then. She's eager to take me in. She's kind of a free spirit, but she seems quite nice. And best of all, she likes manga. Apparently, she owns a bookstore and has a large collection of that puts mine to shame. Wow, I'm glad to hear that, Natsuki. It sounds like this will be a good move for you. Yeah, well, she was excited talking about her aunt, but now Natsuki is a somber again. I'm glad to be living with her, but that means I'll be leaving you. All of you, that is. I'm happy for you, Natsuki, but I'll miss you as well. Anyway, I left some letters with Monica. There's one for Yuri, and one for Sayori when she wakes up. And there's one for you also. But since you're here, I'll just tell you that it has my new address. I'd like for you to write me. Absolutely. Why can't we just text? It'll be easy to keep in touch with text and email. No. I mean, yes, send me text and stuff, but I like some handwritten letters from you as well. I like to know that your hand wrote those words on paper. She seems embarrassed to tell me this since she looked away blushing. However, I'm deeply touched by her words. Yes, Natsuki. I'll write you every week. I promise. Natsuki glances back in my direction. You won't forget? The tone of her voice tells me that this question is a bit deeper than forgetting to write. I look her straight in the eyes. Never. Natsuki holds my gaze for just a moment. Then she suddenly grabs me by my jacket and pulls me down to her level. She quickly presses her lips against mine. Before I can even process what happened, she breaks away. She is blushing bright red as she turns and runs off in the opposite direction. As she runs, I can barely hear her say one word. Dummy. She continues to run as she turns a corner and disappears from my sight. I'm dumbfounded. I put my hand to my lips as I try to make sense of what just happened. Wow. Kiss already? Alright, everything is packed. Johnny with the foresight, man. Alright, everything is packed and we are heading out to your aunt's house. Okay. Before we go, could we drive by my dad's house one last time? I'm not really supposed to take you near that area. I know, but since this is an unmarked car, could we just drive by the house slowly? Alright, but I'm not stopping. That's fine. Alright, we're driving by now. I can see your father in the window. It would be best if he didn't see you. 12 years ago. Papa. What is it, Natsuki? You know you aren't supposed to come into my study. I know, Papa, but I want to show you my hair. Oh, you put your hair up in pigtails. You're so cute, Natsuki. Papa, you always say I'm cute. Well, that's because you are, Natsuki. Oh, Papa. Papa? Yes, dear? Will you always say I'm cute? Yes, Natsuki. I'll always say you're cute. I'll always be there for you when you need me. Okay. I love you, Papa. I love you too, my darling Natsuki. He didn't see you, did he? No, he doesn't see me. Not anymore. Alright then. We're heading out. Goodbye, Papa. And then you know you can go on your whole life collecting days, and none will outweigh the one you wish you had back. Doki Doki Literature Club, Another Moment with You. Episode 3, My Father's Eyes.